Okay, here we are. Hare Krishna, welcome everyone to Saturday Sanga from Sadhu-bhavan in Poland. And we just had an initiation a little while ago. Dr. Bartek from Katowice, yeah, is now Vishwamangala Hari Das. He's busy cooking now, so, but yeah. Okay, Jai Ho, nice to see you all. I guess we can start. Gallery. Yeah, good. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapadakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavangscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathang Vitam Tang Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitangscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti-vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Mancha Kalpatarumyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Hey Krishna Karuna-sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. There is no Spanish and German translation at this moment. Uh-oh. Well, what to do? We all have to learn Sanskrit and Hindi and Bengali. That's what we have to do. Okay, let's read and chant and sing Chaitanya Mangala, shall we?
Yes, Guru Maharaj.
Okay. Share. Toby. Okay. Okay, so we read and we sang about how all the devas have arrived in the home of Sachimata and Jagannath Mishra and little Nimai, and they picked up Nimai out of the lap of Sachimata and proceeded to worship him. And they were making kirtan and they were sounding bells and conchas, shanka ganta dvani shabe kore bar bar. They made a great sound, jai jai dvani shabe kori che bishtar. And all of this big action was going on, and they said, glory, glory to the master of the worlds, the protector of the devotees in Kali Yuga. You have come to rescue us. And please, oh, that was interesting. Yes, please grant us the nectar of Vrindavan. Nivedan Tomar Choranivishra. Let's see. Vrindavana Dan. So the treasure, Dhana, of Vrindavan. Rasa Dive. Give us Dive, the rasa, the Dhana rasa, the treasure rasa, the rasa treasure. Mo Shabare to us all. Nivedan, this is our request, Tomar Charane, at your feet, O Vishvambara. Vishvambare. So like that. Then Sachimata, so imagine this, all of you mothers, if you had children and when they were small, imagine this happening. She became afraid. Putra Putra Korisachim, hello. Mahabhita, she was very afraid. Mahabhita. Apanake nahi bhai putra gota pran baloke pataya dilo Jagannatha stan. She was not afraid for herself, but only for her son. Apanake nahi, not for herself. Who was her very life. Putra Gata Pran. Putra Agata Pran, maybe it should be. She grabbed the boy. Balake Patai Dila Jagannatha Stan. She gave it to Jagannath Mishra. Okay, here we go, starting with verse 45. This is chapter 2. Torpita Shuti Ache I Deva Gore Totagia Shuke Nidra Jahatare Tara Kole. She said, there are no demigods in the room where your father sleeps. Go there and happily sleep in his arms. Devagare. Okay. So, as would be quite appropriate, she addresses her son, Vishvambara, with um, the especially familiar form Torah. Torah Pita, your father. And sometimes this form is also used when addressing God. So it's kind of doubly appropriate. But of course, she's not thinking of her son as God. She's thinking of him as little Nimai, who needs protection from the demigods. Tata Gya Suke Nidra. So happily sleeping, Jahat Ara Kole, there on his lap. Which here the translation says in his arms. I don't know if Kola can also mean. Anyway, verse 46, Cholila se Vishwambar Mayar Vachan Nupurer Dhvani Shuni Shunno Chorane Vachane Chorane. On his mother's words, Vishwambar went there. Oh, so he's now old enough to walk. Cholila, he went. Although he wore no anklets, Shuni heard the tinkling of anklets as he walked. Nupure Dwani, Shuni, Shunya Charane. Okay, Shuni Shunya is a little bit poetic, and Shuni means hearing, and I think that would be, no, maybe not in this case. So hearing, Shuni, Shunya means devoid, without. So charane, on his feet, there were no nupur, but there was nupurer dwani. There was the sound of nupur, of ankle bells. So how is that possible? If there were no ankle bells, how is it possible to hear the sound of ankle bells? Yeah. Okay, 47. Bahire Aila Jabe Deva Shiromani Shakala Devata Aila Pache Jodapani. Bye. When Lord Gora, the crest jewel of the demigods, left the room, all the demigods followed him with folded hands. Bahire Aila, so he went, Aila, Bahire, outside, Jabe, when going, Aila Jabe, I think it's one of these sort of double nouns. Going, came. Deva Shiromani, the money, the jewel of the head, Shira, of the Devas. So the head jewel, the crown jewel of the Devas. Shakal Devata Aila, all the Devatas came, Pache, following, Jodapani. Jodapani, I guess, is, Pani is hands, Jodapani, I guess, is like together. So with their hands together. Joda Pani. Prabhu kahe devagan na chaha amare gao Radha Krishna lila kohila shabare. Then Lord Gora said, "Don't stare at me, O demigods. Sing the pastimes of Sri Radha and Krishna." That he said to them. So Prabhupada, the Lord said, Devagana, O you devas, na chaha amare. Chaha. Well, it's translated, don't stare, but I don't know. Gao is the imperative, go. But it's it's familiar form and it's singular. Maybe it's a kind of collective singular. Gao Radha Krishna Lila Kahila Shabare. Okay, Shabare, all of you. Radha Krishna Lila Kahila. So sing the pastimes of Shri Radha and Krishna. But it looks to me like a past tense, Kahila. They all sang. Okay, 49. Deva Radha Krishna Prema Ganete Mishaya Dilen Anande Gorachandra She Dariya. Gathering the demigods together, that would be Mishaya. He made them sing about ecstatic love for Shri Radha and Krishna. Devi Radha Krishna Prema Ganete. Touching them, Dariya, Lord Gaurachandra, filled them with bliss. Dilen Anande Gaurachandra. Say. Say Dariya. Wait a minute. Dilen, he gave, yes. Dariya, having lifted, having given. I'm not sure which is giving and which is touching. All right, number 50. Not doing very well. Apane kanden kandayin devagane Radha Radha Govinda Prabhu Boliche Prangone. He wept and he made the demigods weep also. In the courtyard, Lord Gora called out, Radha, Radha, Govinda. So he's what we call a toddler, is a very small child who has just begun to walk, but he's already commanding the demigods. And he's causing them to cry, Kandayin. Kandaya would be this causative form. So apone himself, apone kanden, crying himself, kandayen devagane, and causing the devas to cry, Radha Radha Govinda, Prabhu Boliche, prangane. So prangana is a courtyard. Praangana. We hear about Srivas Angan, Srivas, the courtyard of Srivas Thakur's house. Lord Chaitanya later, he will do his nocturnal kirtans in Shiva's Angan. So Angan or Prangan, Praangan. Okay, then 51. Kalindi Jamuna Brindavana Bolidake Radha Radha Boliya Daken Mahasuke. He called out, Kalindi Jamuna Vrindavana. Then the demigods very joyfully called out, Radha Radha. How do we know the demigods did this? Let's see. Kalindi, Jamuna, Vrindavana, Bali, Dake, Radha Radha Boliya, having chanted Radha Radha, Daken Mahasuke. I don't know if it's the demigods or if the demigods are chanting all of this, or if Lord Chaitanya is chanting all of this very joyfully, Mahasuke, in great happiness. Dakiya putre lila, murcha sachi hoila, shabda shuni jagannata, adhir hoila. Watching her son's pastimes, Mother Sachi fell unconscious. Hearing all the noise, Jagannath Mishra became agitated. Okay, I was wondering, what's happening with Jagannath Mishra? Jagannath, let's see, Dakiya, so seeing Putra Lila, the pastimes of her son, Murcha went unconscious. Murcha hoila, Sachi Murcha hoila. Shabda Shuni, hearing this sound, Jagannath, Adhir hoila, he became adhir, he became disturbed. Jagannath Dake, Shuchikina Dvani Shuni, Ucha Share Dake, Tarasita Sachirani. Jagannath Mishra called out, Sachi, what's that noise I hear? Frightened, Sachi screamed. Really? Screamed? Okay. So Jagannath Dake, Jagannath calls out. You may know, we say at the end of the Prasad prayer of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Preme Dako Chaitanya Nitai. So that Dako is this, you see this retroflex da. Retroflex means it is represented by the dot under the D, which means it's with the tongue on the roof of the mouth rather than behind the teeth. So dake. Jagannath Dake, Sachi Kina Dvani Shuni. Kina, what's this? Dvani, this sound, Shuni, that I hear. Uchashare, in a loud voice, loud sound. Dake, calling. Tarasita. And that we saw before. It's stretched out trasita, which means quickly. So Sachirani, Queen Sachi, quickly called in a loud voice. Is it quickly or is it fearfully? Trasita. Maybe it's both. Okay. Bahire Asya don he putra koila kole Shunya charan deki apona pasare. Jagannath ran outside. His son hugged both father and mother. Then, seeing his son's feet had no anklets, Jagannath forgot what? Should he forgot himself or herself? Jagannath forgot, should be himself. Let's see, Bahire Asya, so having come outside, Donhe, both, Putra Koila Kole, he made, all right, well, I thought Kola is on the lap. I think he jumped on their lap. Both of them, I don't know. Shunya Charandeki, seeing the empty feet, Apona Pasare. Okay, so I guess it's Jagannath himself, Apana Pasare. He forgot himself. Tatakane Krishna Charitra Mane Pade Shachi Devi Kahila Jedakila Nijagare. At that moment, Lord Krishna's pastimes came into his thoughts. Then Shachi described what she had seen. Okay, tatakshane. So kshana is moment, tata, just at that moment. Krishna charitra, the activities of Krishna. Mone pade. Pade, I guess, is sort of fell. It fell into his mind, landed in his mind. Shachi Devi Kahila Je Dakila Nijagare. Then Sachi described what she had seen in her own room. I think that's missing here. Nijagare. Okay, let's stop there. And go back. And one moment, we'll be right back. How come it disappears? Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. Maybe this should be here. Okay. You want to make some music? Kavichan?
Make some music.
Tora Pita Shruti Ache Aidevagane Tora Pita Shruti Ache Aidevagane Tatagiya Shukha Nidra Jahatarash Kole Tatagiya Shukha Nidra Jahatarash Chalida Se Vishvambara Mayer Bachane Śrīla se Vishvambar Maya Vivachane Nupur Vani Shuni Shunya Charanane Nupur Vani Shuni Shunya Charane Bahire Aila Jare Deva Shiromani Bahire Aila Jare Deva Shiromani Devata Aila She Jodhapani Shakala Devata Aila Patse Jodhapani Prabhu Kahe Devagana Nachaha Amare Prabhu Kahe Devagana Nachaha Amare Gaurana Krishna Lila Kahila Shamare Gaurana Krishna Kahila Shamare Devi Radha Krishna Prema Ganete Mishaya Devi Radha Krishna Prema Ganete Mishaya Dilen Anande Gora Chandra Sedariya Dilen Anande Gora Chandra Sedariya Apane Kanden Kandaena Devagan Apane Kanden Kandaena Devagane Radha Radha Govinda Prabhu Whoops Radha Radha Govinda Prabhu Baliche Prangane. Oh, that's awkward. Okay, let's go on. Kalindi Jamuna Vrindavana Validati Kalindi Jamuna Vrindavan Validake Radha Radha Valiya Daken Mahasuke Radha Radha Valiya Daken Mahasuke Dakiya Putre Lila Murcha Sachi Hoila Dakiya Putre Lila Murcha Sachi Hoila Shabashani Jagannatha Adira Hoila Shabda Shri Jagannatha Adira Hoila Jagannath Dake Sachi Kina Ganishuni Jagannatha Dake Sachi Kina Ganishuni Ucha Share Dake Tarasita Sachirani Ucha Share Dake Tarasita Sachirani Bahire Asiya Donhe Putra Koila Kale Bahire Asiya Donhe Putra Koila Kole Shuna Charandaki Apana Pasha Shunya Charandaki Apana Pasha Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Hare Bol, Nitya Bol, Hare Joy. Okay, now we go back to there. Good. Okay, again, welcome to you all of you who have joined later. Nice that you are with us from wherever you are. And you are from so many places. All the way from Beijing. I see a question here from Yashodevi, but alas, I am completely illiterate in Chinese script and Chinese, so I'm curious what she's asking. I only know the first character, Zhong, something central. Is Sitarani, can you do?
Yes, Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. She said she can't listen the complete sentences. Is it the internet problem or what's happened?
Oh, it's a technical thing.
Yeah.
Oh. Was that fixed or we don't know?
Yes, Gopi Krishna Mataji, is it any comments?
No
So,
comment.
no comment.
She's translating. I think that's why she can't reply.
Okay.
Yes, yes. So
Once again, what was the issue? I didn't get it. Once again, please.
we can't listen the complete sentences.
Hearing part of sentences. I don't know what that means. On another note, Sitarani, while you're there, could you do one small thing over the next day or two, is make a little list of the talks I gave in Taiwan and where we gave them. And I'll add this to my my CV.
Okay, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see now. What do we have? Yes, I have something to kind of share, kind of announce. It's, let's see if I can find this now. It's advertisement for a service which we're looking for the Gaudiya studies of the OCHS. Now, this may take me a minute to find. If I go here, and okay, it's not there. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm going to share screen again. And I think it's this one. Yeah, share. Okay, can you see that?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, we can see.
Okay, some of you may know that since some time now we have something called the Bhagavat podcast. And maybe I'll just read this. The Bhagavat podcast, in association with Gaudiya Studies Research Program at the Oxford Center for Hindu Studies, is looking for a part-time coordinator to help manage the logistics of a growing scholarly podcast. We record regular conversations between host Brigupad Das and guest scholar practitioners on chapters of the Srimad Bhagavatam. That is the person who would take this service, won't be in the recordings, but you'll make sure everything around them runs smoothly. And I'll run through these qualifications, but just to say, I've also been on this podcast, 2 times now, I think, and will be occasionally on in the future. But it's several different devotees, senior devotees, scholars, and Brigupada Prabhu is a scholar devotee in Finland, and he's very good at this hosting and sort of carrying informal conversation, you could say, where we go through one full chapter each time of the Srimad Bhagavatam. And the idea is, of course, there's so many lectures online on Bhagavatam, but this is a different thing. It's devotional scholarship or scholarly devotion. So we are discussing whichever chapter is the chapter of that podcast, and sometimes bringing in different perspectives that you might call scholarly, or many times just referring to maybe commentaries from the traditional commentaries and so on. But we're doing it in a quite unstructured way. And then this is all going on to YouTube for anyone to access. Okay, so here's what's needed. First, maybe I should start with what we're looking for. organized, reliable, and good with people, comfortable managing calendars and email across time zones, part-time remote, likely 4 to 6 hours a week. And I might add to this, one has to have fairly good ability with English, I would say. And then what is to be done is to schedule and coordinate recording sessions with guests, working across time zones, manage the episode pipeline and production calendar. So it means having also some technical abilities with internet, with computer, and so on. Handle correspondence with guests before and after recording. Track episode progress from recording to publication, and liaise between the host, the guests, and the editing marketing team. So we're just putting this out and seeing if anyone jumps on it. It's a volunteer position. The OCHS is running, as we say in English, on a shoestring, which means having very little funding. It's a very nice program that's happening, this Bhagavata podcast. And so if you fill these qualifications and have 4 to 6 hours a week you just don't know what to do with, or if you know someone else who, another possibly devotee or someone who might be able to do this. Whether all of this would need to be done by only one person, I'm not 100% sure. It could be, I don't know, maybe a husband-wife team could do it. I don't know. It's probably easiest if one person does it to be organized. There is another job description, but that's going to be more challenging. I don't know if I have to stop share to show this. No, I don't. Okay. And just to let you know, I'll say first what we're looking for. Some experience editing podcasts or long-form video with a willingness to learn our workflow. Tech savvy enough to handle audio and video editing. A strong laptop or PC is a must. A feel for what makes someone stop scrolling, with some familiarity with YouTube Shorts. Working knowledge of YouTube Studio, Buzzsprout, never heard of that, or similar tools. Part-time remote, 8 to 10 hours a week. So that's a bit more commitment and more technical qualification and some maybe other qualification. And then this would involve editing full podcast episodes from this program called Riverside.fm recordings. Then cut short form clips for YouTube Shorts with titles and descriptions optimized for discovery. Then upload episodes to, and then it gives a URL with chapters, tags, descriptions, and thumbnails. Manage and respond to YouTube comments weekly. track analytics and identify what's working, then do more of it. And create thumbnails and assist with channel growth strategy. Yeah, so that's more of a job than the first one. The first one, I think, I can go back to it, might be more manageable by anyone. So I'm just, as we say, putting this up the flagpole, so to say. Jananivas says he'll speak with Suniti about this project. This is right down her alley, as long as her schedule allows it. Oh, okay. Well, that sounds hopeful. And Mangala Chandrika has given a link for Canto 1, Chapter 2, where I'm speaking, if you want to get an idea what this podcast is like. Okay, and beyond that, we have a birthday to celebrate, namely Surya Kunda. Am I right? Where is Surya Kunda? There
Yes,
she is.
Guru Maharaj.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday
birthday.
to you. Happy birthday, Surya Kunda. Happy birthday to you. Kavi Chandra's doing it in harmony here in the background.
Happy birthday!
Thank
you. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Thank you for all your kindness and patience. Without it, I wouldn't be here. So thank you.
Patience. Yes, we all run on Krishna's patience. Krishna is infinitely patient. Maybe he's too patient. When are they coming back home, back to me? Okay. Yes, while you're there, you've been quite busy the last, 2 or 3 weeks, I guess.
Well, yes, 2 months.
2 months.
Yes. We came from India in March, and then everything started with Sandra.
Wow. Everything started. Yes.
Yes.
Including managing a kindergarten.
Yes.
Anything you want to tell about the kindergarten?
Well, that's Montessori kindergarten. We are here for 29 years now. We have 60 children now. Yes.
60 children. And I've been there, 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
But not when the kids are there. But what's interesting, I think you mentioned, or Sandra mentioned once, that now some of the children's parents were children in the school when they were little kids.
Yes. Right? Second generation. It's now
second
here.
Generation coming.
Yes.
So that's really, I think that's really something.
Yes.
So 60 kids, but they're not all at once, I think.
We have 4 groups.
4 groups, okay.
Yes.
That's manageable.
Yes. And 18 employed teachers.
18?
Yes.
Wow. So that's 1 teacher for every 3 to 4 kids.
Well, yes, almost.
Montessori is, I remember seeing some of the sort of learning materials in the school. I thought they were interesting. And they made me feel a little bit deprived when I was a child. We didn't have those things in my kindergarten.
Yes, we have education for peace. It's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And mathematics is wonderful with golden beads.
They do like abacus type things.
Something like this, yes. It's very nice.
Yeah, there's so much can be done with some imagination, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, let them all grow up happy and join the Hare Krishna movement.
Yes. Well, we have prasadam every day, so maybe it's the start.
There you go.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes. Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna.
Here is a poem from Surdas. Let's see. Murali Ati Garv Kahu. Okay, Surdas is a Brajbhasa poet from 16th century. And he says, Murali Ati Garv Kahu Vadati Nahi Aju Hari Kao Mush Kamal Des Payo Sush Raju Betati Kar Pita Tita Adar Chatra Chaha Chikur Chabar Rajat Hai Surabhi Sabha Mangha Jamuna Ke Jalahi Nahi Jaladhi Janadeta. Maybe I should, yeah. Jaladi Janadeta Surapur Te Sur Vivana Bhu Bulai Leta Stavara Chara Jangama Jada Joda Kahati Jiti. Oh, it continues. Bidahu Kao Meti Chalati Apani Nai Riti Bangsi Vasa Sakala Sur Muni Nar Naga Shripati Hu Sri Visari Ahi Anuraga. These days, Murali has become so proud she refuses to speak to a soul as if she'd found in the land of his lotus mouth a kingdom to supply her every joy. Okay, this is talking about the flute. So Murali is feminine, and Murali the flute has become very proud. She refuses to speak to a soul as if she'd found in the land of his lotus mouth, so his lips, his mouth, a kingdom to supply her every joy. Insolent girl, that means she's very little bit, how to say insolent, proud and kind of offensive. His hands are her throne. So Krishna's hands are the throne of the Murali flute. His lips are her parasol, her umbrella. So it's describing like she thinks she's a queen on a throne. Her hair, her whisk as she reigns, my friend, over a court of cows. So she's ruling over Krishna's cows because Krishna plays on the flute and the cows, they all are attracted. There she decrees that the waters of the Jamuna stop on their course to the sea. So she decrees, she makes an order. You must stop now. She says to the waters of the Yamuna, and as for the gods in the city of the gods, she summons their chariots to earth. She calls, okay, you have to come now. Stable things move, and moving things are still. Both are triumphs for her. Kahati jiti jiti. As she cancels the way the Creator set things up. Let's see. Vidihu kao meti chalti apni nairiti. So in other words, it's saying that, you know, the Lord arranges the world to be a certain way, like things that are stable, still, they should stay stable. And things that move, they should move. But the Murali, the flute, is turning everything upside down in the creation. That bamboo flute rules all, says Sur. Vamshivas Shaka Sur, Sur Muni Nar Naga. God, sage, man, and snake. Even Shri's Lord. He forgets his Shri, obsessed with his newfound love. Shri Patihu Shri Visari Ahi Anuraga. That's very nice. That was song number 45 in this translation by John Stratton Holly, otherwise known as Jack Holly. Sur's Ocean Poems from the Early Tradition. And this is a very nice publication. I've probably shown this before. It's a big, thick book. And it's published by Murti Classical Library of India, Harvard University Press. Yeah, 2015. Okay. Krishna, 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 hey. So, anyone have anything you want to share? I wanted to say, Anandita Rama and Amara Chandra, you had some questions, but I think, excuse me, you want me to join your group that you meet every day or something. Yeah, I haven't gotten around to that scheduling, but I'll try to do that. Unless you have a question for this group. Any question you want? You had some. You're questioning in relation to what you're reading, so maybe. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah.
It is die anderen, also the other devotees in this group, they would like to hear from you also. So it is for the important because we are all beginners and we don't know the philosophy so deeply. And of course, where the idea sometimes to have more inspiration. Erfahrungs, yes, yeah. Devotee who can answer our.
But I'm also a beginner.
No, yeah, but yeah, in the being to Krishna maybe, but not to us.
Okay,
if it will be possible, anyone.
Yeah, I'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
These are busy days. I don't know. And I wanted to mention in general to devotees that sometimes it's a little hard for me to get to answer emails and WhatsApp messages. So in case you're not getting answers, please don't panic. I'm doing what I can.
We will wait. We will wait for.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Show and tell time. Otherwise. Oh, yes, Chitra Vilasini, thank you for leading sessions while I was away for some weeks. Do you want to make any general comment about devotees gatherings you had reading 5th canto?
Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
I don't know, maybe I don't really have anything. I mean, we did start to talk about how we might write our reflections, so that did come out of those sessions. And personally, the feeling from reading through those chapter summaries was about the vastness of everything and how one is a dot and time is short amongst all that vastness.
The vastness of everything. That's a good one. Yeah. Yeah, especially reading about the cosmology, starting with chapter 16, right?
We did try to get as far as chapter 16, but only got about text 8 or something. There was 3, as I explained, there was mostly 3 of us.
Yeah.
So, but other devotees did drop in from time to time. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Good. Anyway, thank you for that, for having your little group.
Thank you.
And speaking of reading groups, who else has other reading groups? Anandita Rama and Amara Chandra, they're in a reading group. And I think, Dira Lalita, you also have at least one reading group. Dira Lalita, do you want to say something just in general about why that's a good thing?
Krishna Guru Maharaj. Nice to see everyone. Yes, for me, I'm becoming older, so can't do much physically and mentally as much. But the reading is just, for me, is a way of entering the Krishna's pastimes by your mercy. I do have one group, actually 2 groups we have. One group we read Srimad Bhagavatam, and they are devotees from mentees that I'm like sort of a mentor for. And that's one day. Another day we read Chaitanya-charitamrita Adi Leela with the same group, just twice. And then on Saturday is reading Bhagavad Gita with Mataji Srimati from Vrindavan. And Thursdays usually we read with Savitri Shyama. We read also Adi Leela, Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah.
So you have quite a busy schedule of reading.
Yes, and on Sundays with Nandimukhi we read 5th canto. And in between I just, whenever there is a spare moment, I just read. I think by your mercy, I don't know how it's for other devotees, but in the beginning of Krishna consciousness, back in Serbia, up north in Subotica, I was working as a teacher, and I could not wait for the next edition, for the next Srimad Bhagavatam canto to come out in my language, because they didn't speak any English. So it was just in every breaks, after the lessons, there is like a teacher's room, and obviously we all had like sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 15 minutes break, and I would be with my with my Bhagavatam. I just blanked everything out, and then I was told by devotees to bring prasadam as much as possible. So every week I would bring I would bake something, and I would just put in a teacher's room. I would not preach to anyone. And then I would just ponder in Bhagavatam. So that sort of desire somehow appeared again. So I'm very grateful for that. I hope I won't jinx it. But Krishna is in charge. Yeah, it's wonderful sharing, and even those mentees are like beginners. One of the mentees is our Florina from our God family. They're really, really meticulously reading and spotting different things and sharing their understanding, and that really expands the understanding from different angles and from different levels. It's absolutely incredible. It just brings you in the Krishna's pastime, and there's such inspiration.
Nice. You remind me of when I first joined the devotees, and we were just getting the new editions of Bhagavatam. When I came, there was first canto in English, and second canto was coming in. It was coming chapter by chapter in paperback.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember they were printing. I don't know, maybe it was ISKCON Press in Boston was printing, maybe, I don't know. And yeah, so we had these little thin paperback. I think they were just one chapter each, maybe two. But I remember how excited we all were as soon as a chapter would come. We would sort of consume it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the I don't know what that is actually. That's something like attachment to know more, or to just to ponder into the other world.
Yeah. Now we have the whole Bhagavatam, we tend to take it for granted, isn't it?
Yes, unfortunately.
It's too easily accessible. When it's too easily accessible, then it's
not appreciated.
Anyway.
Yeah. It's wonderful to read, definitely. And each time we read, something else gets revealed. Yes, comes out. It's incredible. And then that inspires to reach out to another Shastra that's mentioned in this particular, and then we go to that Shastra. It's just it's a joy. I call it a journey on the cloud towards Krishna when you read Bhagavatam. Everything becomes lighter.
Nice. Okay. What about Argentina? Anyone in Argentina is running or is taking part in a reading group? I see Keli Parayana Sevini. She's nodding. Okay, very good. Who else is there? Yeah. Anyway, reading groups are good. I'm taking part in a reading group. Well, it's only meeting once a week, I admit, but we're reading Sanskrit. We're reading 10th Canto, Chapter 3 right now, and we're going through the Sanskrit of each verse, and then we're going through Sridhar Swami's commentary, which generally is short and rather simple. And then we're reading Sanatana Goswami's commentary, which is usually longer and sometimes a bit more complex. Speaking of Sanskrit, I'll just mention yesterday evening, some of us attended an event in Warsaw. It was I guess it was kind of the official release of the Polish Mahabharata translation project that's been going on the last 7 years, involving, among others, Kulashekar Prabhu and his wife, Kanyaka Devi. So they were 5 or 6 scholars kind of in the front and just speaking and then reading parts of their translations. They've translated all of the sections of the war. The war. They haven't done the entire Mahabharata. They've done the war parvans. So what is it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe. And I was just there to encourage our devotees not being able to follow the Polish, but Jagat Shivan translated a bit for me. Yeah, anyway, that's what we did yesterday. Okay, what else I wanted to do? Oh, is Subal Gopal here? Subal Gopal, where are you? No, not here.
No, he's not, Guru Maharaj.
Oh, okay, then I'll wait. He was asking for tips about memorizing Sanskrit verses, so I thought that would be something we could share, but I'll wait until he's here. Oh, Alex Russell, you are here. Russell Burton, Hare Krishna. Nice to see you.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
From Spain, from very hot Spain.
From Spain, yes. Are you speaking Espanol?
Sí, me aprendo español. I'm learning Spanish.
You're learning. Very good. Very good.
It's nice to see you and everyone.
Uh-huh. You won't be in Radhadesh when I'm there.
No, sadly, I'm already going to be in Madrid. That I had already booked, so no, I'm sorry, but I will hopefully be there soon.
Okay. All right, good. So at this point, unless anyone has something else to discuss, we could go back to...
Dora Chandrika has a hands up. Guru Maharaj.
Oh, 1 second. Yes, so Darya Chandrika. Alalanath also. Yes, so Darya Chandrika.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Hare Krishna, everyone. Yeah, I just wanted to join the conversation about the reading group. I'm also part of the 2 groups, actually. One group is from Dubai, and it was really inspirational because one of devotee, he invited us personally. So he approached to each of us if you would like to join the club. We are reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, so we started from the first Adi Lila, first chapter, everything from the beginning. And maybe because it was such a beautiful personal approach, many devotees say yes. So we meet once per week, every Thursday for 1 hour from 8 to 9 Dubai time, evening time, that we said after we can just go nicely to sleep with memories, remembering what we read. So this is one. And yes, like Dira Lalita Mataji, she said, it's such an inspiration to be connected with devotees and with, of course, Krishna Katha makes a difference in a life. And another group which I am in is we are only 3 because last year, by your mercy, I was attending Govardhan retreat at Govardhan Center, and I met there. I mean, we know each other from previous time, but Prema Tarangini Mataji from Washington and Gopali Mataji she lives in Hungary, Krishnavali farm. And yeah, we share, I mean, a few times we took prasadam together and somehow we connected, and then we said, let's associate also in the future and how we can associate. And the idea was let's read together. So we choose Brihad Bhagavatamrita. So every Monday, we are reading together for 1.5 hours. It's not just 1 hour, but yeah. So it's really powerful and I love it. And definitely if any devotees wants to start, just ask devotees, and I'm sure at least one will say yes, and this is how we start. On Saturdays, this time I couldn't join our reading because I was traveling and so many services were there. Otherwise, I think from now on I will be able to join as well this reading Srimad Bhagavatam. Just wanted to share, Guru Maharaj.
Yeah, thank you. And while you're there, do you want to say something about your Purushottam's activity?
Okay. Yes, of course. Yeah, because I was sharing this with Guru Maharaj. Now he put me on the spot. A few devotees, I mean, one devotee from Slovenia, Gaura Chandranana Mataji, she invited few of us. Now we are only 4 because it's some Purushottama, and let's do something extra. And as I already shared for Kartik month, the same group, I would say, we come together and we every evening, I mean, before the day is over, we write a report, and the topic for Kartik month is always Krishna's hand. So we should see through the day at least one Krishna's hand. And of course, when you do this with that intention, you're more aware of that. You know, if I would do by myself, I would forget, or maybe I would not take it so beautifully as I do when I write about it, you know. So we share with each other every day for the whole month, Krishna's hand day 1, Krishna's hand day 2. So this is like years we are doing this every Kartik. But because Purushottam month doesn't come every year, and this time Gaura Chandranana, she gave such a beautiful idea. So she said, we will not write about Krishna's hand, but we will write about how I can recognize something which connect me with Krishna, which means, for example, For example, a few days ago, I was staying in Suryakunda's and Sandra's house, and they have artificial fire in the living room where I was sleeping. And it was so beautiful to me. I said, no, please don't switch off, because I wanted to, I would like to sleep with this, before I took a sleep. And somehow in the middle of the night, I woke up, and then I couldn't sleep. And I was like, okay, I will go to chant. And because it's Purushottam month, I read all the verses from Bhagavad Gita, just the verses. And one of the verses, it says that Krishna is saying about himself that he's a splendor of the fire. And I was like, oh my gosh, that connection was there. This is what we are writing. And I was so happy to write about, that artificial fire remind me on Krishna that he's a splendor of the fire. And of course, when I went back to Slovenia, when I was driving, the sun was in front of me. And again, the splendor of the sun, plus sun is the eye of the Krishna. So I was really, I said that maybe Krishna wants me to be so much connected with the chapter 15 of Bhagavad Gita. So it's really, it makes me really happy, because I feel that I'm with Krishna more or less more of the time, unless if I wouldn't do that. So this is so precious, and it's a privilege to be in such a group that they want to do that. And not only that we want, but we read each other, from each other's realizations, because it opens also through another devotee's eyes. I can see Krishna, or how they remind them. And one, for example, Taralakshi Mataji, one of the one, she's in a group, she was doing gardening, and then she was putting the seed in the soil, and then she wrote about that Krishna is the seed of all living beings. So such a beautiful reminder, which I would never probably remember if I wouldn't read it from someone else. So yeah. And it's still time for anyone, if it is inspired, to invite at least one person to do that. But from my experience, it's really so rich. You can be, I'm talking about myself, of course, but I can say that I'm really more Krishna conscious, more aware of Krishna with this project than I would if I would be without this. So I'm so grateful, and thank you, Guru Maharaj, to ask me for this, that I could share.
Joy. Very nice.
Thank you.
Many, many times Prabhupada would point to, what is it, chapter 7, verse 8, Raso hamapsu konteya prabhasmi shashi suryayo pranavas sarvedeshu shabdake purusham nrishu. Especially the first line, Raso ham apsu. I am the taste, the rasa in apsu, in water, which I think is a plural, apsus, in waters. And so then Prabhupada would say, so every time you drink water, you can remember Krishna. What is the difficulty? Good, thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Alalana, where did you go? You were here. There. Yes.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Nice to see you, my obeisances. I just wanted to say a few words about our mission in Albania.
Oh, yes, Albania. Tell us all about Albania.
Came back.
You're back. You survived.
Yeah, it's exciting. Yeah, it was
Albania.
adventure.
That's like another planet. Albania is like somewhere.
Yes.
It's somewhere between here and Mars, isn't it?
Yes.
Anyway, go ahead.
A little bit reminds me of, it's a little similar to India.
Yeah.
Like this chaos and garbage and wild animals everywhere and so on. It's a wild country. It's a Muslim country. There is no center. There is only about 4 Krishna friends. And they have 2 books, Ishopanishad and Perfect Questions, Perfect Answers. And we went there with Madhukanta Prabhu from Czech. He has a car, a van. So we stayed in the car near lakes or sea. And we went every day on Harinam, book distribution. And we organized one program at a friend's flat where about 8 people attended. Sunday program. We distributed flyers, invited people for program, and we also put some flyers, posters on the street, and 2 people came from the posters.
2 people?
Yes. Yeah. And yes, we made some new contacts with different people who are interested. And this one Krishna friend, he is willing to use his flat as a kind of preaching center. So,
there you
we
go.
have to live with, pain and renovate the flat. And
fix it up
in Tirana.
Okay.
Yeah, it's everything is a little like India. Everything is run down and old and so on. But people are nice.
Did you find...
The only problem is...
What's the language issue? They speak Albanian and you speak Czech and English. How did that go?
Young people speak very good English. And I had a little card with some text for book distribution. Mantra, yes. The only problem is people don't like to part with their money. So they are very stingy. So most books were distributed for free, and we have sponsors. Yeah.
Well, it's a poor country, which means people don't have much money.
Yes. So I hope to go there regularly, and maybe something will happen.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
Albanian preaching, ki jai.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Albania is even smaller than Slovenia, I would think. I don't know.
3 million people.
3 million. Oh, then it's bigger than Slovenia in population. Okay. I remember years ago when Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu Swami first went there, and after he came back, he said people told him there's no need to translate any of your books into Albanian because people who don't read English don't read. They're illiterate.
Yeah.
So you can just bring English books. That's okay.
Yes. And they also threw stones at them at that time, in the 90s.
Oh? People threw stones at the devotee?
Maharaj, Bhakti Maharaj said that they didn't like it. But now the situation is better.
You didn't have any trouble with going on Harinam and so on?
No, people are nice. They are not aggressive at all.
Mm. And no trouble from police. So that's good.
No.
Nice, nice. That sounds Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu. That sounds like a place for you to go sometime. What do you think? I don't know if she heard. She's busy translating. Anyway, something to do one day. Okay, good. So let's see. What do we have?
Thank you.
Sita Sundari. I need to leave now. Oh. Usually while falling asleep, I listen to narrations from the Krishna book on YouTube. It's very nice, very, very nice, and precious glimpses into Goloka Vrindavan. Nice, thank you. Thank you, Sita Sundari.
Thank you. Haribol.
Thank you, Haribol.
Haribol.
Okay, I think it's time for a little bit of Nectar of Devotion. Dun, 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 dun. Share and PowerPoint. Okay. So I'm a little bit jumping in. We kind of went through some of this and then I don't know where we are, but I just go from here. Śrīla Rūpa Gosvāmī is listing the different, I think it's 64 items of devotional service. So here's number 48. One should think of the Lord as one's friend. Is anyone thinking of the Lord as one's friend? And then a little elaboration. Friendship. Friendship as sadhana bhakti. So there's Vishvasa, and the Lord is my friend and protector. And there's the idea of mitra. I am the Lord's friend, and I try to make him happy. Okay, so Vishvasa is usually translated as faith, but okay. That means I need to check something. Hold on. Vishvasa, we're looking in the dictionary briefly back. Vishvasa. Vishvasa, confidence, trust, reliance, faith, or belief in. Or it can mean a confidential communication, a secret. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's all. Vishvasa bhanga means a violation of confidence, a breach of faith. Oh, there's also a Vishvasa Devi, the patroness of Vidya. Yeah. Vishvasa Ghata, the destruction of confidence. And Vishvasa Huntri, destroyer, Vishvasa Janman. Okay, anyway. Back to Vishvasa. So that's kind of, whoops, that's kind of interesting that we can think of friendship in two directions. One, the Lord is my friend and protector. So he's helping me, protecting me, etc. And then going the other way, Mitra, I am the Lord's friend and I try to make him happy. And there's probably a verse for that. But let's continue. All right. Vishvasa means to have strong faith or confidence in the Lord as one's benefactor. Yes, there is, how does it go? The 6 types of surrender. Anukulyasya sankalpa, pratikulyasya varjanam, rakshishyati vishvasaha. Rakshishyati iti means he will protect. And then it's iti, which puts it in quotation marks. So the vishvasa, the conviction, confidence that he will protect. That is one of the principles of Sharanagati. The terms Shraddha, faith, and Vishvasa are synonyms, but are used with different shades of meaning. Here, Vishvasa is the practice for bringing about a particular result of Shraddha, and also being the topmost result of Shraddha. Okay. I came across something. Someone in Brazil has written an entire doctoral dissertation on Shraddha in the Bhagavad Gita. I suspect this was done by a devotee, but I don't know. Maybe I'll find out. Oh, the devotee who has confidence in devotional service to the Lord systematically follows the rules and regulations with the faith that he will achieve the platform of transcendental life. That's in chapter 11 of Nectar of Devotion. This looks like a devotee, possibly a Swami, doing Govardhan parikrama and bowing down to Govardhan. Someone told me, who told me this recently? Well, we know, some of us, anyone who's been to Govardhan, you'll see sometimes devotees will build a little so-called house. Just they'll pile up maybe 3 stones to make like a miniature house. Sort of with the idea that, you know, maybe with the Lord's blessing one day I can live here. So someone told me that, or is this just my imagination? Someone told me that now you see devotees building like little miniature apartment houses, like stacked up, sort of reflecting the way city life becomes everywhere. Draupadi says, "Oh Govinda, remembering again and again your promise that your devotee will never perish, I maintain my life." That's an interesting style of painting. interesting. I don't know what style that would be called. 1920s.
Exactly. I have the same idea.
Yeah. Okay, and Draupadi says, in all kinds of tribulations, I simply remember your promise, and thus I live. The lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are one's life and soul. One will not give up his shelter at the lotus feet of the Lord, even for a single moment. Might be interesting, but it may take too much time to find now, is to find the references in the Bhakti-rasāmṛta-sindhu. Okay, here's a quote from Bhagavatam 11th Canto. Even in exchange for the benediction of ruling the entire universe, I guess that was two. Okay, that we can look up. 11:253. So then we can go here. And go here. 11, 2. Tribhuvana vibhava hetave pyakunta smritir ajitatma suradibir vimrigyat. Na chalati bhagavat padaravinda lavanimishardham api ya sa Vaishnavagriya. The lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are sought even by the greatest of demigods, such as Brahma and Shiva, who have all accepted the Supreme Personality of Godhead as their life and soul. A pure devotee of the Lord can never forget those lotus feet in any circumstance. Oh yeah, this was a question that came up. Madhyana Leela, are you there? She may be working today. Oops. Where are we?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, I am here.
You're here. Okay. Yes. Let's see. You were asking, what is pure devotional service?
Yeah, mix and
Mix
difference
and
between mix and pure, but
well,
in practical life for us nowadays.
Well, I don't know if I have an answer exactly, but something came to my mind. Let's see if I have it here. Did I write it here? No. I probably won't find where I wrote it. Anyway, what I thought is this could be an interesting exercise for devotees. You start a sentence. Wait, let me stop this. Yeah, you start a sentence with pure devotional service is when I ... And then you think about experiences that you have, moments when you felt, this is good. So I had 2 or 3 examples, but the one I'm thinking now is pure devotional service is when I'm happy to see a devotee. When I feel happy seeing a devotee, that is pure devotional service. And you can go through, various moments of your devotional life. Instead of I guess my point here is, instead of thinking, as we usually do, that, I have to be on some sort of platform, and then I'm off and running, and now I'm doing pure devotional service for the rest of eternity. That might be a little discouraging sometimes, because, when is that ever going to happen? But we all have moments, I think, when we can do something which is just very nice and pleasing, and we can feel, this is something like, we might even hesitate to say this is pure devotional service, but we might feel like, this is getting there. This is somehow going in the right direction. So you might make this a little exercise. Start a series of statements like that. Or you could start, whenever X, Y, and Z, whenever I experience X, Y, or Z, that is pure devotional service. Maybe you want to make 2 columns or 2. So whenever this or that is going on, that must be mixed devotional service. But when I experience this, like this moment, let's count it as pure devotional service. I mention this partly because was it yesterday? Day before yesterday, we were in the car. Rasala was driving me from the airport, and we looked up. I was remembering that one time Srila Prabhupada said that liberation does not mean having 4 hands and 8 legs. And I just thought, I better check, does he actually say that? And yes, he did say that. Let's see if I find it again. Well, it's easy enough to find again. Just type search string 8 legs. Okay, here's one example in Chaitanya Charitamrita lecture of December 8th, 1966, New York. Let me get some of the context. And what is our constitutional position? Oh, he's like quoting, I am the part and parcel of the Supreme Krishna, unquote. Then what is my duty? Duty. Part's duty is to serve the whole. That's all. Just like your hand, the part of your body. What is the duty of hand? To serve the body. It is a very easy thing. If you are part and parcel of the Supreme, then where is your duty? Your duty is to serve him. You have no other duty. And then he goes on. So one who understands this firmly and convincingly, he is liberated. He is liberated. Oh, how can I say liberated? Quote, he is also now going to the office. He is dressing like ordinary man. What do you mean? Unquote. Mukti means he will dress like something else, or he will have 4 hands or 8 legs. No, simply change of consciousness, that's all. So Krishna consciousness means change of your consciousness. I am thinking, quote, I am this matter. I have got so many duties with this material world, unquote. So when you change this consciousness, quote, no, I belong to Krishna. I am part and parcel of Krishna. Therefore, whole energy should be for Krishna. This is Krishna consciousness. Now I am supplying all my energy to this material conception of life. When you apply your energy, your transcendental energy to Krishna, then you are liberated. So again, 4 hands, 8 legs, no. Just change of consciousness. Is that okay?
We'll see.
We'll see. Okay. Let me know. You want to do this experiment with this list, like I suggested?
Yes.
That could be interesting, I think.
That's what I'm afraid.
Anyway, see what happens.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Odarya Chandrika is asking, what does it mean to have confidence in devotional service? Where is this from? The devotee who has confidence in devotional service to the Lord systematically follows the rules and regulations with the faith that he will achieve the platform of transcendental life. One way to understand confidence, I would say, is persistence, that I just keep going. In English, confidence also suggests something like intimacy. To confide in someone is to speak something privately, perhaps. So to have confidence in someone is also to trust them. So yeah, it's a good question in that confidence is, well, no, not always. I'm thinking confidence is always in a person, but you can also have confidence in yourself, in, for example, your own skill at doing something. Or you could have confidence that, if you walk across a floor, the floor is not going to collapse and drop you into the nether region or something. But I would say in that context, confidence in devotional service is the sense that devotional service can be supportive at all times. I can always do devotional service. One one form of confidence could be that even if I can't do one sort of service for whatever reason, there's always going to be some form of service I can do. If I can't do anything else, I can chant Hare Krishna. If I can't chant Hare Krishna aloud, I can chant in my mind. If I can't do that, there's always something, some way to serve Krishna if we desire. And when we want to serve, then Krishna will very likely reveal.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Okay, there's a last comment, and then we can end from Datyesha. One interesting aspect of confidence is we cannot demand ourselves or oblige either. We trust or not is from the heart. No commandment enters there. It is independent. Yeah, you could say like that. We cannot legislate confidence. So confidence also comes with experience. If we practice, then we see, okay, this sort of works. This is a good thing, and then that brings confidence. Okay, so very good. Next week, we can have Saturday Sanga again. I will be in Ustka on the North Coast. And we can do as we do. And yes, in the meantime, we can chant, we can be happy. As we learned, we can try and chant, wasn't it? We can try and chant and be happy. And we can be safe, and we can be sane, and we can do so much devotional service. Where did our picture go? There. All right. Jai, thank you all so much. Wish you all a wonderful week. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Santa Koti Vaishnavinda ki jai. And thanks to our translators. And Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande.
Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.